again. I'm just gonna let my VOD run up to 12, and then I'll tell you.
Alright.
Alright, go in 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, so hopefully it works this time. And yep, Kanage is saying that indeed, even if Khan loses, they'll still be first. They'll obviously want to win as many matches as possible, just to make sure we're first place going into the playoffs. Of course, every ranking placement difference in the regular season makes like a huge difference in the playoffs, because you basically like get to skip a match for each place higher you are, if that makes any sense. Like, so if you end up first in the regular season, you go straight to the grand finals, which is like super nice. Anyway, there's Best. He's 10-7 overall, but look, he's 1-3 against Terran this season. He used to be like the PVT guy, and this season he's been the PVZ guy, and his PVT is apparently not good at all, which is quite funny. So I thought this would be good for Best, but actually, looking at those stats, I'm a little bit hopeful that we can at least see a Game 5. Although I'm pretty sure Fantasy will just kill whoever comes out.
Yeah, I agree. I think Reality definitely has the potential to take this game. But in terms of team standings, I think this game is... this whole set is much more important for SKT than Khan because... well, I was wrong last time, so I could be wrong again. But I think SKT is tied with CJ, or like just a few games.
No, they're ahead of CJ for sure. CJ's not doing well. Hold on, let me. I have the news post up. Yeah, they have like one less loss than Stars. They're 10-8 and Stars is 10-9. So those are 3rd and 4th place. CJ's at 9-9. So yeah, they're like way ahead of CJ.
SKT is?
Yeah. CJ's been doing terrible, man.
Oh, I thought they were doing better.
Anyway, Best is going to be the Teal Protoss on the top right. Reality will be the Purple Terran in the top left. And I mean, Reality's shown us some okay TVP. I think he was like 1-1 or something in the stats. He actually played quite a funny TVP in like the first week of Pro League or something, where he like denied some Protoss' 4th base for half an hour. It's quite cool, but other than that, haven't been too impressed with him. He's just kind of okay.
Well, he's been on Khan's A team for like a little while now, right? Like at least 2 seasons.
And oops, looks like I messed up the score. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea. I have only started seriously following Pro League this season, so. Anyway, now I'm just thinking about who could come out in set 5, because Fantasy, well actually, okay, so Fantasy and Sun are actually both left, which is very interesting because realistically, I think Khan would play like Roro or maybe Turn. I think Roro would probably be the best choice. Maybe Turn. Maybe Shine. Maybe Shine. Maybe Shine. I don't know. January doesn't seem to like Shine very much.
No one likes Shine very much.
He probably just keeps Hydra busting the Protosses in practice and just like makes everybody angry.
Yeah, I think Roro is definitely the better pick over Shine, unless he's really terrible.
But you see, then the thing is though, Fantasy's TVT and TVZ are both really good. So if you send Roro and he hits Fantasy, like that seems a bit yucky. And if you send Roro or Turn or Shine and they hit Fantasy, you're in trouble. So it's like, that's not so good, you know?
Well, I guess which one is the least trouble? I mean, Turn might... I don't know, actually.
Yeah, exactly. It's like not an ideal spot for Khan. Anyway, that's assuming we get to a Game 5, which is no guarantee. Best did scout cross map here, which is very interesting. And we have a 1-Rax expand from Reality. Wait, Best did make a gateway, right? I'm like looking in his base. I know he got a gas. If he went gas before gate, that'd be hilarious, but I'm pretty sure he made a gateway.
Yeah, and I don't think his probe... Did his probe manage to get to Reality's natural? I don't think it did. I think the Marine cut it off when it came back up from the cross position.
Yes, I think you are correct. Meanwhile, it looks like Reality scouted the bottom left. Doesn't actually realize that Best did the cross scout, so he's going to go to the bottom right now.
Look at those 2 Marines trying to guard the longest ramp in the world.
Some baller Marines, man.
It's not going to be good. I think Best can just easily send a probe up there.
Oh, there's 3 Marines now. And a Nexus.
It's like you and me trying to guard the Canadian border against the U.S. or something.
Why would we be doing that?
Well, I live in Canada.
Is
so.
Alright. I'm an honorary Canadian, so I guess that's fine then.
Oh, are you?
Against those darned U.S. illegal immigrants into Canada, right?
I know they keep
too many Americans trying to hop the border. It's terrible.
Yeah. Eat our bacon and get free health.
Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Now we see Reality trying to skid around a little bit. He's going to see the expansion, but not get into the main.
Yep. But, I mean, he can tell from the timing, most likely, that it's just a 1-gate expand. And he's built the 2 factories, kind of staggered there, a little bit funny. But, that's fine. Looks like we have a robotics follow-up. Probably going to be observers, and then possibly reavers as well. And a very calm opening so far.
Why would those factories be staggered like that? Because Firebad Hero did the same build in his game, didn't he? But his factories went up at the same time, I think.
I was more talking about like the actual positioning is diagonal. I don't really know about the timing. Diagonal positioning makes me sad. I like things nice and neat. But that's a good point, actually.
Well, I could be wrong, but I thought, I don't know, not that it matters, but I thought Firebad Hero's factories went up.
Well, I don't think you can make them at the same time, though, because you would make the first one as soon as you get 100 gas, so...
Yeah, not at the same time, but I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Looks like Reality canceled something there, and we got a nice shot of Stork. Such a cutie. And we have a Reaver coming out for Best.
What do you think Best is going to do to follow this up?
Probably take a fast third, using his Reaver to cover. It's pretty standard. Look at that placement! Oh, this just looks ugly. Ugh. Reality, dude. Dude, that is... ugh.
You have a real fetish for nice building placement, don't you?
I do, man. That's why I heart Harangi. And there's the 3rd base. Whoops. Almost like kicked out my headset.
I actually broke my headset 2 weeks ago doing that.
Dude, I broke the 35mm ports on my desktop. Like, I can only use USB headsets now because I tripped on the wire and just ripped it out sideways. So now, like, those jacks no longer work.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going... Does he have a Reaver in that shuttle?
I hope he does. It'd be so cool if it's empty and it's just complete fake. He just, like, sends the empty shuttle there, scares all the SCVs away, and it's actually just nothing. And here we go, Debo! It's gonna do it. Yes, it's gonna do it. Man, that SCV actually just caught it, man. He must have had like a giant anti-scarab baseball glove or something. He sees the scarab coming, he just like grabs it out of the air. What a baller.
Ooh.
Oh man, this is some sick micro. Oh my god! Oh shit, run! 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 Oh my god, Best is not happy about this.
He's pissed, man.
Oh shit, that was...
bro.
You know, you can't be mad though, because that was some sick SCV dodging. Like, that wasn't even stupid scarabs. That was Reality being a boss there. Oh my god. Sick dodging.
Yeah. Yeah, that was very nice. So now the turrets are up, so it's going to be that much harder for Best to get some harassing.
Dude, that was so good, Reality. See, no, now let me just tell you. You know why he's that good? It's because he's on a team with Stork. Like, can you imagine how often Stork has this Reaver, like, dropped a Reaver in his mirror lines and killed all his SCVs? Like I'm like, this is not even trolling either. Like, this is probably part of the reason. It's like, After being on a team with Stork for that long, you've got to have good anti-Reaver control.
That's true, yeah. Good practice partners make the player.
But looks like Best, or rather Reality, gonna get 2 Vultures in here. One Vulture does get taken out by a probe. This Vulture is gonna get 1 more kill. Yeah.
That's pretty good. They probably got, what, like 6 probes between the two of them? Maybe 5?
Although it looks like Best is gonna deny the 3rd base. Is he gonna get the command center? Oh man, that would be really bad for Reality. Can he save the command center? He's gotta bring some.
He should be able to bring some SCVs.
He's gotta be careful though. I think Best was waiting for him to bring SCVs and then like maybe try and drop the Reaver there to kill them, but looks like it's gonna be fine. And Reality's just gonna push out here and take this.
Yeah, Reality's playing pretty slow and stable.
So,
yeah.
oh, looks like Best actually walled in both sides of his 3rd there. Interesting. And I think he just left 1 Dragoon in there to help out.
Weird, isn't it? Like, shouldn't he at least have some cannons in there to protect against the drop?
Well, I think given that it's like a fast 3rd command center and he's putting on so much pressure with the Reaver, it's unlikely for there to be a drop anytime real soon. But yes, that does make it a little bit vulnerable. Oh my god, that could be really good! No, it's gonna get 1. That could, oh, it's gonna get 2. That's like the most, that's all the SCV kills he's got so far. Oh, he might get a 3rd one.
He's spent more on Scarabs than he's actually killed.
That's a good point. And, oh, he might get a 3rd one! Oh man, what a baller getting 3 SCV kills. That's actually some nice stuff there. But Reality finally gonna secure this base. And Best I think is already taking his 4th though, at the right side there.
Yeah, and we'll see if he sort of pulls a deer and adds on a ton of gateways early.
Yep, I mean we were saying earlier how that is actually Best's style, to go insane gateway count plus a couple of arbiters and then just to crush your opponent. Reality is actually building his like he's deliberately trying to build them to make me as angry as possible. Like I am pretty sure he actually now knows that I'm casting this game, and he just wants me to flip out on the stream because, like, come on, seriously, those factories, like really? I mean, it's like he's.
I don't know, man. I can't sympathize with you. It's
dude, it's like he's a Zerg player who like actually has no idea how to place buildings, and he's now off racing as Terran, and he just places them randomly. Like that's what building placement looks like for Zerg players when they play Protoss or Terran, because usually they only have to build like tech structures. And oh my God, this could be huge!
Shadow gets taken out by the turret. That's not good. But another Scarab dead.
Man, this is like I have not seen such ineffective Reaver harass since Much retired. Like seriously.
Yeah, this has not been going well for Best at all. I think he should have just given up on it after that huge failed attempt at the beginning. Try to do something else to boost his confidence.
Reality's just too good, man. Too good.
I guess so.
There's Bisu looking
It
bored.
looks like his first Arbiter is going to be popping out. Well, I assume that's an Arbiter building from the starport. So we could see some recalls or an attack in the near future.
It's a scout, man. He's like, Reavers don't work, let me just make a scout.
That would be awesome.
Stork did it. It worked.
What did you do it against? I don't think I saw
against
that
Flash,
game.
man. You didn't see it. You didn't see Stork scout against Flash? What?
I saw Stork versus Flash, but I watched the VOD, and I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Oh man, here comes the dropship, as you were saying earlier, that could be dangerous. Ooh, looks like a lot of Zealots getting blown up by mines as well. The Dragoon getting taken down. The tanks out of range of the cannons, but some Zealots going to come in here and clean that up, so the tanks going to get loaded up again. Looks like, did those shoot that pylon? Those Dragoons shoot the pylon?
There's a mine there, sort of right underneath.
I think the pylon took damage though when the Observer clicked it. I don't know. Anyway, maybe the tanks shot it.
Yeah, I didn't know Zealots could actually slip in there. Yeah, that definitely makes it easier to reinforce.
So, now, it's very interesting, because remember in Firebat Heroes game, you were saying, like, you know, what could he possibly do better? And I mean, this is kind of exactly what he should have been doing, you know, this kind of constant vulture harass, dropping and stuff. And although it looks like it's not being terribly effective for Reality, he's gotten some good hits off, but you know, he's down like 40 supply right now, and looks like sending in another dropship to the bottom right. But Best holding off fairly well. I mean, both players are defending the harassment much better than they're actually doing it themselves.
Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot of attempts to sort of gain that edge and get the advantage early on. But everything is still pretty stable. I guess Best lost the Reaver, and that was sort of the biggest event up to this point. But neither player's done a lot of damage.
But it looks like some Vulture is going to run in here to the bottom right and try and stop this. Oh, wait, why is he going back? Oh, he's going to lay some mines here on the high ground. That could be good. Oh, going to sack a Dragoon to stop that. But 4 Vultures going to get down here and actually going to probably drop a couple of siege tanks as well. He can actually drop them behind, on the low ground and siege the 4th base of Best from the low ground here. Going to use the dropship for spotting, and Best is not pulling the probes. He actually doesn't realize that this is what's happening. I think he might have assumed that Reality would try and take a good position at the bottom of the ramp and try and kill the Dragoons as they approach. That would be a good alternative to sieging this the mineral line, but it looks like the 2 tanks are going to escape. The Vulture's going to suicide themselves, although... Wait, no, there's no Dragoons there, so it's fine.
Oh, and I think he might have just... Oh, he just scattered that huge pack of Zealots. It looked like they were getting ready to be recalled, but the Arbiter was there, so... Not the case. That was funny, though. He just dropped the 2 tanks and sieged them up to take a big pot shot on the probes, and then just loaded them back up again.
Indeed, and the supply is actually much closer now. Only a 15 supply difference, although both players getting very close to max. And there he's actually going to drop into the natural here. Great harass from Reality, I gotta say. Looks like we're getting a shot of Fantasy. I think the observer might be thinking, you know, we might actually be going to a game 5 here, because Reality is doing a great job against Best. You know, they're actually both about at 190 supply, although the dropship is going to not get taken down.
Oh.
And this position, I mean... Best can kill this, but that's going to be very costly. Although those few Dragoons on the high ground targeting one of those siege tanks is going to be very good. But actually, while these Dragoons are all occupied, Reality is going to move out of his base. And this is a perfect time to move out as well for him. He's got 2 unfinished. A lot of the Dragoons are out of position. Reality, I got to say, is playing this beautifully. I had my doubts at the beginning, but this guy's actually pretty good.
Yeah, every sort of inch of space he's able to get further up before he sieges.
Oh my god, a lot of Templars are moving in. He has to focus down the Templar. He does target down a few of the Templar. One more Templar over there. Is he going to get the Storm off? Does get a good Storm off. Where are the Vultures, though? We need some more Vultures here. It looks like it doesn't matter. All the Zealots are gone. So Reality does hold it. And Best has just now gotten up. The gateways at the bottom right. They're just now getting online. He's going to be able to start pumping reinforcements from there, but he doesn't have a huge bank to work with just yet. He has a lot of gas in the bank. He's about 1,500 minerals, which is a fair amount, but... Oh, nice stasis catching both vessels, and oh man, a huge one on the siege tanks in the back. Reality's got to be so careful how this push goes. I hope he actually just sends like 5 Vultures down to kill that Artosis pylon. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, Reality definitely needs to start pumping up Vultures. It won't take long to get a significant number of them again, but he lost a bunch of them when he got cornered in the 5 o'clock base, so he definitely needs to remake them in order to survive a wave of Zealots.
I like this a lot. He's brought a couple of SCVs. He's going to start building turrets here as well to help out. And I think he just has to wait for these units to come out of stasis before he can really commit to this push. Although, I mean, there's a lot of units caught up. Both vessels are caught up here. He's got to be a little bit careful how he engages this push. You know, he does want this to do a lot of damage. And although it looks like Best is going to move out right here, a lot of the tanks are still unsieged. A good time to go in. A good stasis getting 4 siege tanks and the vessel. Although, is it going to be enough? He's coming in for a flank from the high ground. This could be enough, although now the siege tanks are behind the stasis units in a better position. I think Reality... No, more Zealots coming in from the main. And oh my god, it looks like Best is going to break through. There are no Vultures here to help out, and Best actually crushes the push. Reality now in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and here come the Vultures just a second too late. If he had just waited for that group of Vultures to get here to the front lines, it might have gone a lot different for him. I think he got a bit too greedy there, trying to push up too fast.
Man, Reality was doing so well in this game, and yet, Protoss, man, it's too strong! It's too strong! Protoss is too strong. That's just stasis is everything, he doesn't care. Oh, nice EMP, and these tanks actually coming out of stasis is going to do a lot of damage anyway. I'm going to finish off most of the Dragoons, but man, bring some Vultures, man. Make some Vultures. They're good. Just ask Noni, man. Ask Noni how good Vultures are. They're really good.
Cost nothing and no production time.
Yeah, he's down 50 supply though, like he's basically dead. So SKT gonna take out Khan. A sad day for Khan fans, but do not worry, we are still number 1, as we should be. We are at our rightful place. Ooh, nice mind drag there. Reality gonna suicide a few more units to try and save those units as they come out of stasis, but
yeah, and it was this classic best style that you mentioned, just a ton of gateway units, not really... He had some really nice stasis, but not using recalls at all, and he had a couple storms, but didn't rely on them very heavily.
Indeed, indeed. That's why he has so much gas in the bank, 1,600. But he's spending his minerals much better. And looks like he's going in for the break here. Busting into the natural.
All the units streaming in on the minimap, too.
Oh, wow. Look at that flood. This is Best's PVT, guys.
Sick macro. I really hope Best comes back, becomes the PVT monster he used to be.
GG! Best closes out the series, and SKT takes out Khan 3-1. Reality not very happy there. I thought he was doing a great job that game. I was almost certain we'd see a game 5, but no. Protoss is in fact too imbalanced for that. And
yeah. Even though I love SKT, I'm not gonna lie. I thought the series would be a bit closer than that.